Alright, let's see what else we got on the agenda. So I've been playing a lot of 2XKO, the new Riot Games fighting title, using League of Legends characters. It is the closed beta that I've been playing. They've actually distributed the codes for people, random players, media and whatnot, and then they've been checking it out, and myself have been checking it out for the past week or so. They all came out in the middle of last week. 2XKO, it feels really good to play. It is a really fun 2D fighting game. It's a 2v2 title. You pick your two characters, and then you tag them back and forth to do. You just fight as normal 1v1 and then get to summon your other character as assists, as support, or you can just tag them in. And then before you start a fight, you get to pick team skill, which is lets you do different things depending on what skill you get. So I've got one called Double Down, where basically you get to do one consecutive super after you land the first one, which means you bring in your other partner to do the super, and then you can tag them in, or just let it roll, basically. The whole tag assist super, the tag super coming in and all that, like in Marvel's Capcom. In fact, that's probably the closest comparison I can give. You can compare this to, except on a more, instead of 3v3, it's 2v2. And I guess the pacing and the controls are slightly slower compared to MVC3. It is slightly faster than Street Fighter 6 or Street Fighter 5, but definitely slower than Marvel vs. Capcom. Or even your Dragon Ball Fighter Z. You got all your some of your League of Legends characters, like the popular characters, Jinx, Vi. You got Blitzcrank, who is also the basic character you use in a League of Legends title. You got Darius, Ari, a couple more. Ilaoi, you got Braun, Echo. I think that's about it. Oh, Yasuo. I think that's about it. It's a very tiny roster right now. 9 characters you get to pick in a 2v2 fighter. And they might add in a 10th character. I believe it was leaked earlier on. Timo, the short guy, the short little guy with bombs and shit. I mean, that would be interesting to play. Interesting character to play. Maybe you can turn him into like King Arthur from MVC3. Short guy, slow, but has a lot of projectiles and keep away stuff to use and whatnot. As for the feel of the game, yeah, like I said, I enjoy it. Got really easy controls. Like, everything is streamlined. You don't need to do motions and churn and do Hadouken motions. You on your controller. Let me see if I can disconnect this. Okay. Oh, there we go. You heard that sound. Maybe I should have put the volume lower. So you got the controller there. All right. So you use your S1, S2 triggers to do your supers. S1 will be one type of super. S2 is like a different type of super. Special moves. And then you want to do a super one, you press S1 and the light attack. And then for super 2, you press S2 and medium or heavy attack. And then to do your level 3 super, you press S1, S2. That's it. So execution is really meant for newer players. But all the mechanics that have been thrown at you, from the tagging to picking which type of team you want, to all the juggling and the states you can be in, or on the ground combos and launches and whatnot, that's all expert level stuff being thrown at you. So it's like, I guess Riot Games, the team making this are all fighting game nuts, champions, and people who have played a lot of fighting games since the 90s. So they decide to take one step forward in terms of streamlining controls for a new audience, new players, new League of Legends players, and anyone who's into the Riot Games ecosystem. And then they take it to a one step back in terms of accessibility, which is all the extra mechanics that are from Marvel, Capcom. That's probably, I guess, like I said, it's a better comparison with Marvel vs. Capcom because of all this juggling, launch, OTG mechanics. And maybe anime fighters to an extent, because, you can also air block. You can also parry. Apparently, you can parry in this game. Everybody has the same parry animation and recovery. You can when your character comes in, you press the assist button to tag your partner in, and then you can be in a fury state. So if you're one character, you can build up a fury meter, and then you actually get more of a buff for that round itself. Oh, and actually, it's a first to two kind of situation. So, if one team loses, they go again in a best of two. 2 out of 3 basically. So matches are a little longer compared to Marvel vs. Capcom because 3v3, one shot, one kill, one round, that's it. Whereas in 2XKO, it's made longer because of the round system. So I'm actually digging it. There are some people I've known in the fighting game group and whatnot who are still trying to get a hang of it. Some people aren't really into the speed of 2XKO. I am appreciative of this. I like what I'm playing here. Yes, I'm going to get bodied online. I did pretty well online when playing against other players. And then the people who actually know what they're doing, like the Yasuo and Ari players, yeah, those are the ones where I could not get a single hit in because they just touched me once. And then they touch me once and I'm basically half past dead already. So yeah, this is a closed beta and there are actually a lot of stuff that's being discovered. There are bugs, or whether they're intentional or not, I think it might get fixed. And and then you've got characters like Vi who may have slightly better options as a pugilist. Like every character in the game has their own style of fighting. Jinx, who I play a lot, is a zoner. So you got her rockets, a minigun, and she's got traps that she can lay out, like the flying monkey and the mouse trap, where you lay it on the ground, opponent gets stunned and they touch it. And then the flying monkey is the one where basically it just covers all stuff in the air, make your opponent not jump, so you can actually cover the ground with other stuff. And yeah, she's also got her own nifty combos too, which actually lead up to a level 3, which hurts really, really bad. Every character's level 3 hits differently, and they really do a lot of damage. I also play Blitzcrank, that's also my other character, because I need to learn too. He is a grappler. He's a grappler. He is a guy who just goes up close and mixes you up with grabs, and also not good. I mean, he has combos, but compared to Yasuo and Ari, he's less fancy, but he deals the most damage. So he is a big body guy. Braun is more of a brawler. Vi is also like a pugilist, a boxer style character with the feints and the sways and whatnot. Makes her go through projectiles and just do rush in and then back out again and then do more burst damage coming in, catch you with an overhead. Got the really nice movement and everything, how she feels. Again, my favorite characters would be Jinx and Blitzcrank. Mostly Blitzcrank because I'm a grappler player myself, but Ari also is good to play. She's a rushdown with fireballs and stuff, so she's got even like the Talbane dashes, John Talbane from Darkstalkers. She's got the up dashes she can do like twice in the air, different directions. Can do lots of crazy combos with that. And yeah, the freedom of expression is all right there, like especially if you're playing a Juggernaut style character where basically you only have one character on screen and you can tag in your character too, but then you get bigger buffs basically, bigger upgrades and whatnot. And then you can have your character as your support character as a sidekick via the sidekick style, where you cannot tag him in, but he's a better assist and you can call him out more frequent. Yeah. Well, I think Juggernaut is just one person, and then you just basically just deal more damage and have more health as a result, and more advantages. And then when you do the snapback, yes, there is a snapback in this game where you can, if you 2v2, double down or any other style, if you do the snapback attack, you snap your character, your other partner in. But in Juggernaut mode, if you do the snap attack, which is the attack, and then you press A to do a launcher of sorts, down and A, the attack button, you push out the other guy and bring in their partner in, so that you can focus fire on the other character to whittle down their health or deal with them if they're a bigger problem while they're in a stun state. So all in all, great game. It's I think there's also another thing we need to address, which is the roster. It seems it is a good roster, just not a big one. That's probably the biggest complaint. I mean, apart from it being a closed beta with bugs and the game shutting down halfway through for no reason whatsoever, I've come across a problem where basically the game runs for 3 minutes, it shuts off, but then when I restart the computer, it's okay now. So it's got a small roster, that's for sure. So hopefully, as the game launches, it feels good. They add in more. I mean, I guess for the game's first year, when it reaches 1.0, it needs to have like basically 20 characters. At least before Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls comes in, because that is a game with more characters. Marvel Tokon's trailer has basically 8 characters, whereas League of 2XKO has just 9 characters, and 10 most likely in the 1.0 version after it goes into open beta. So they need to sort that out. Riot Games and the development team they have competitive competition coming in, let's just say that. If they don't have like a sizable roster by the time Marvel Tokon's first year comes in, which is next year, maybe probably the end of next year, yeah, I think they're going to steal a lot of people's fanfare for a tag game. And Marvel Tokon starts off as a 1v1 and then it becomes a 4v4 as time goes by. So it's got a different style of tagging, whereas 2XKO is pure 2v2. So those who actually prefer playing the not so pretty looking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, they can find their jollies in 2XKO's closed beta. If you actually apply right now, you should be able to get a code pretty easily in the next few days or so. It's very random, by the way. I'm actually surprised I got mine as well. At the same time, the small roster is going to be something that people will pick on when the game launches. But overall, good job, Riot Games. Very, very good job. I guess my impressions right now, I mean, this game is floating at an 8 or a 9, 80 or a 90. Yeah, it is a good first impression for a closed beta, so keep it up. Even the lobby system's actually alright too. Like, you get to see, I mean, one really cool thing I've noticed in the lobby is you actually get to go to while you're watching the matches, controlling your avatar running around. If you get closer to a close by screen of 2 people fighting, the little TV screen that pops up will show the match with the sound and everything. So you don't need to actually press a bunch of inputs to get into the match. You can just watch it if it's something you want to see. And it just pops up seamlessly. So I hope Arc System Works and other fighting game makers have that thing happening in their respective lobbies in the future. But yeah, 2XKO, it is a game being made by fighting game fans and fighting game tournament organizers and pros. So they know what they want to dish out for new players. And so far, it is doing what is expected. Reeling in new players to get into fighting games with the best simple controls available and seamless play and impressions and interactions and the movement and everything and the fighting. That's all really good. And then it might actually chase people away because of its other mechanics that are, high level player tailored.